The new National Treasury Cabinet Secretary John Mbadi has announced that the government will reintroduce non-contentious clauses in the withdrawn finance bill to salvage the country's economic prospects. While taking over the docket from his predecessor, Professor Ndung'u, Mbadi stressed the need to revisit key provisions to lift the country from the current financial woes occasioned by continued dwindling in revenue streams. While assuming the environment docket, Ndung'u pledged to take from the point the late Minister John Mishuki in cleaning Nairobi River. Our reporter Melita Oletenges has more.
It was a moment of passing the baton at the Ministry of Treasury on Monday as the outgoing CS, Professor Ndung'u, handed over to the incoming CS, John Mbadi. Ndung'u, who served at the docket for 22 months, reflecting on his time at the helm of the ministry, which was rocked by turbulence towards the end of his tenure, as politics of the Finance Bill 2024 led to his dismissal by President William Ruto.
Some of us don't retire. We change clients. This is the time to change clients.
Ndung'u highlighted the reduction of food prices, the G2G petroleum product purchases that reduced fuel prices as some of his achievements. He, however, admitted that the ministry struggled to sustain stability in the economy.
So what we hear is actually not high cost of living or even taxation. It's actually poverty that has hit the country so hard after so many layers of negative shocks.
Outlining his strategy, the new CS, John Mbadi, hinted to reintroducing non-contentious clauses in the Finance Bill 2024. Mbadi says he will also implement cost-cutting measures, particularly the integration of payroll systems from state departments to IFMIS to do away with ghost workers. To seal loopholes through which public funds are lost, Mbadi also promises to tighten procurement processes, which he says have been used by cartels to squander public resources.
So anyone who is standing on the way of that reform, please give way. I just want to put it that way, that person must give way. Please allow Kenya to move forward.
While acknowledging the confusion on tax collection occasioned by the Court of Appeal ruling that the Finance Act 2023 is unconstitutional and rejection by the Supreme Court to issue a stay order, the CS remains hopeful the matter will be resolved soon.
Revenue of 2022, which should have been revenue used for 2022-2023 financial year. So we've gone back almost 2 years back.
I have some work to do now, yeah.
Meanwhile, Soipan Tuya and Aden Duale swapped and assumed their dockets at the Ministry of Defense and Environment, respectively. Soipan Tuya handed over to Aden Duale at the Ministry of Environment offices in Nairobi, while Duale handed over to Soipan at the Defense headquarters. Duale reading a riot act to those behind Nairobi River pollution.
We will enforce all the NEMA laws. We will restore Nairobi rivers. And I want the people of Kenya to listen to me. Where the late Michuki left, I want to borrow. I served with him in Parliament, in the 10th Parliament.
As I exit this space, you are in extremely good hands. And to congratulate you, my brother, for coming on board. It just happens that our main stakeholders in the 15 billion tree growing program was the KDF.
As the new cabinet secretaries step into their new roles, much is expected of them in turning around the economic fortunes of a country that has been gripped by debt and turmoil in recent days, much to the chagrin of the citizenry. The stakes are high. Will the pressure increase or decrease? Melita Oletenges, Citizen TV, Nairobi.